Hello everyone and welcome to this Mentimeter live quiz. My name is Emma and I will be presenting today's quiz. Whilst we wait for everyone to join the video, please feel free to join today's presentation with the code 889759. So use your phones or open up another tab on your browser and go to menti.com and use the code 889759. And we will get started in just a couple of minutes whilst everyone joins. So today's presentation will be a live quiz using Mentimeter, and I'm going to do two quizzes today. So first, I am going to do an Easter quiz, and then we are going to travel over to Italy and do a quiz about Italy. So if you're just joining us now, go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join the quiz. Let's see. Wow, we see a lot of people joining the quiz already. So you should have been assigned a random avatar where you can add your name so we can see who will lead on the leaderboard. And we'll just wait a few more minutes for people to get in. And if you're just joining us to join the quiz, go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join. And when we start the quiz, you will probably see the quiz questions on your phone or on your browser before I say them, and that's because there is a slight lag in the YouTube stream. So don't worry, you don't have an unfair competitive advantage, but use that time to answer the questions. So awesome, we have so many people here today, which is great. So if you're just joining us, go to menti.com and use the code 889759 and let's get started. So good luck everyone. Answer correctly and the fastest to get the most points, and points mean, at least in this case, metaphorical prizes. So let's get started with today's Easter quiz. So Pascua, maybe I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, probably, is the name for Easter in which language? Spanish, Latin, French, or Italian? So how well do you know your languages? Pascua is the name for Easter in which language? Let me know. The options are Spanish, Latin, French, or Italian. And if you're just joining us now, you can still join the quiz. Go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join. So let's see. We got a bit of a spread of answers here, but it looks like the majority of the people in the quiz have that one correctly. That is correct, in Spanish. Let's move on to the next question. So, what sweet objects do children hunt for at Easter time? In this quiz question, you will have to type in the answer. So what do kids at Easter hunt for, at least in places like Sweden, the US, England? What do they hunt for at Easter? Maybe there's a small clue on the screen. You have around 30 seconds to go to answer this correctly and win those points. What sweet objects do children hunt for at Easter time? Let's see who has this one correct. A few more seconds to go. I see that the answers are coming in fast. Let's see. Who knows what sweet objects do children hunt for at Easter? And if you're just joining us now, you can still join the quiz. We're only a couple of questions in. So go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join in the fun. A few seconds left. The voting is closing now. Let's see how many of you are correct and how strict I'll be on the marks. Let's see. Eggs. I will give eggs as the correct answer, but the real correct answer is chocolate eggs. And let's see. Correct. Eggs is correct. Easter eggs is correct. Not just chocolate. I think we need to be a little bit more specific. Same with candy. Chocolate egg down here. We can correct that one, but I hope there's more than one chocolate egg. Let's see. Easter egg. We can do that. Chocolate eggs with an exclamation mark. Eggs of chocolate. Påskägg. That's in Swedish. We can accept that one. Peeps. Maybe in the US. Easter eggs. Nice use of emojis here. Chocolate bunnies, we can do that one correctly as well. Awesome, let's move on to the next question. So remember to answer fast to get more points, and look at your phones. Whose catchphrase is, "What's up, Doc?" Is it Peter Rabbit, is it Bugs Bunny, or Roger Rabbit? We have a nice little Easter spring theme here with rabbits. So whose catchphrase was, "What's up, Doc?" I won't do an impression, I'll save you all from the embarrassment of that. But whose catchphrase was, "What's up, Doc?" Is it Peter Rabbit, Bugs Bunny, or Roger Rabbit? Few seconds now before the votes are closing, and let's see who's got it correct. The answers are coming in. And yes, most of you knew this one. It's Bugs Bunny. So, keeping on the rabbit theme, Who is the rabbit in the picture? Is this a familiar friend of yours? If that is, go to menti.com and use the code and type in the answer. So who is the rabbit in the picture? In this one, you have to type in the answer. And if you're just joining the quiz today, you still have time to join. We have plenty of questions left and another quiz after this. So go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join. The answers are coming in. I think we're still waiting for 20 or so more. You have plenty of time on the clock to still answer. I hope you're not using Google. That ruins the fun. But let's see who got it right. Who is the rabbit in the picture? A few more seconds to go. Quickly finish off those answers as the voting is closing on this one, and let's see who got this right. So who is it? Let's see. Yes, the correct answer is Peter Rabbit. At least this is a CGI version of him. We have a lot of correct answers. Peter will accept that one, but Bunny, Rabbit, I think that's a little bit vague. Bunny from Alice in Wonderland, unfortunately not. But it is Peter Rabbit. Let's move on to the next question. Which American island is named after rabbits? We have a few different options here. Manhattan, Staten Island, Coney Island, or Martha's Vineyard. So which American island is named after rabbits? Do you know the answer? Let us know. A few more seconds to go before the voting closes. So which American island is named after rabbits? We have Manhattan, Staten Island, Coney Island, and Martha's Vineyard. I mean, I think Martha's Vineyard might be named after wine, but we'll, that's another question. So, looks like a lot of people knew this one. Yes, Coney Island is named after rabbits. Very cute. Let's move on. So here we have another question where you have to type in the answer. So, what is an Easter bonnet? Again, maybe there's a little clue in the picture if you're not familiar with what an Easter bonnet is. And you have about a minute to answer this question. So type in the answer. What is an Easter bonnet? And if you're just joining us, you still have time to join the quiz. Grab your phone, open up a browser, new tab, and go to menti.com and use the code 889759 to join in the fun and see if you can overtake everyone. So we have a few more seconds to answer this question. So what is an Easter bonnet? Let's find out. I think we're still missing a few answers. You can see we have about 75, 80 answers coming in now. A few more seconds until the voting closes, so make sure you submit those answers. You have to be in it to win it. So let's see who got this one correctly. What is an Easter bonnet? Let's see what the correct answer was. The correct answer, yes, it is a hat. Let's see who got it right. Yes, hat. A hat. A head covering, we'll give you that one. A sort of hat. Oops, I made this one incorrect. A cute hat. I like it. An Easter hat. I love it. A flower hat. We'll give you that one. A meal. No. Coney Island. I think you're a little bit slow on the answers. An Easter meal. Unfortunately not. Don't eat your hat. A hat decorated with Easter things. Amazing. A head covering. A fancy hat. I love it. Easter hat. A what? A hat. A headdress. Easter bonnet. I mean, you can't just give the answer, the question, the answer. A hat with a nice emoji. A hat worn at Easter. A hat worn at Easter time. Amazing. So many correct answers there. And I like the little flair on the emojis and descriptive words. Let's move on. Okay, another little bunny theme in the background here. What film is Thumper from? I mean, I believe he starred in many films after his initial debut, but which was the main film that we know and love Thumper from? Is it Fox and Hound? Is it Bambi? Is it Dumbo? Or is it Alice in Wonderland? I know there's a few rabbits knocking around in some of these films, but which one was Thumper in? Let me know. Only a couple of seconds left. Let's see who got this one correct. Get those answers in. Let's see. it looks like most people knew this one. Correct. The answer is Bambi. That's where Thumper's from. Awesome. And now we have a nice little leaderboard. And let's see who is leading. Well, we have Cool Cats and Kittens at the top of the leaderboard with Master Baker the Goat and Marky Sparky trailing behind in third. Will they be able to keep their places? It looks like the points are pretty tight up here in the 6,000s. So I think there's plenty of opportunity in the second half of this quiz for you to catch up. So watch out, Cool Cats and Kittens. There might be a few eager quiz gamers trying to catch up. Let's move on. So, remember to answer fast to get more points. The origins of the Easter Bunny can be traced back to the region of Holland, England, Denmark, Germany, or America. Where does the Easter Bunny come from originally? If you're just joining the quiz, you can still join. Go to menti.com and enter the code 889759 to join the quiz. And let me know, where did the Easter Bunny come from the start? I think we're all very familiar with the Easter Bunny, but what is his origin stories? Does he have a cool superhero story? I guess we'll never know. So let's see what the answer is. Ooh, a real mix here. Yes, he is originally, I guess it's a he, her, they, comes from Germany, like many traditions that we are used to today. Also, I guess, well, Santa Claus is kind of from that part of the world as well. But let's move on. So, Easter Sunday is preceded by a 40-day period known as Lent, Whitsun, or Advent. What is the 40-day period before Easter Sunday known as, at least in English? So it's either Lent, Whitsun, or Advent. What is that 40-day period known as? You've got about 10 seconds to answer. So remember, the fastest answers get them, at least the fastest correct answers get the most points, so make sure you get them in there. Now the votes are closing. Let's see. Very good. Looks like most people knew that one. Awesome. Yep, it's called Lent. Let's move on into the last questions now. In Christianity, what does Easter celebrate? So what is the meaning of Easter? Why do we celebrate Easter? Is it the resurrection of Jesus, the crucifixion of Jesus, the life of Jesus, or celebrating spring? So traditionally in Christianity, what is Easter all about? Few more seconds to go. I can see the answers are coming in really, really quickly, so I got a feeling everyone knows this one. But let's see. You won't get a clue from the picture this time. This little chicken is not going to help you. Let's see who got this one correct. Let's see. Yes, and the correct answer, yes, looks like most people got it. The resurrection of Jesus. Let's move on. I think this might be the last question in this quiz. The idea of the Easter Bunny originated from Germany, we know that already, in the 1700s, but it was not a rabbit at first. What was it? Was it a hare, a frog, a cat, or a weasel? So, the Easter Bunny wasn't an Easter Bunny to begin with, but what was he? Was he a hare, a frog, a cat, or a weasel? There's a few more seconds on the clock. Get in those answers, and I think next we're going to reveal the winner. The voting is closing. Yes, it looks like, yeah, bunny, hare, they're kind of related. At least it's not a weasel. Imagine a weasel delivering your eggs. I think they eat eggs. So, yes, that is the correct answer. And let's see who won this. Did Cool Cats and Kittens manage to hold on to their place? Let's see. And it looks like the winners are, we have a team here, Hannah and Amelia with 9,630 points. So awesome. We can put on a little celebratory party light here. So super good job, and congratulations on winning today's Easter quiz. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating today. If you want to do another quiz, in a few minutes, we're going to get started. And because we can't travel across the world today, we're going to travel in our quiz and go to Italy. So in a few minutes, you'll be able to show off your skills and your knowledge on Italy. But in the meantime, thank you so much for participating. Awesome job, Hannah and Amelia. I think JK was in second here. And unfortunately for Cool Cats and Kittens, you dropped into third place. But stick around, you have another chance to win the Mentimeter quiz. We will get started with the next quiz in a few minutes. Whilst we're waiting, do feel free to go to this presentation. If you already participated in the first quiz, you will need to connect to this new presentation. So go to menti.com and enter the code 1917122, and we will get started soon. So enter the code 197122 and we will get started in a few minutes, and we'll ask you, how much do you know about Italy? And I will put up the instructions here so you can see them. So if you get your phone or you open up a new browser tab and go to menti.com and enter the code 197122, and we will get started in a minute. Let's see. Let everyone join the lobby here. Maybe you got to sign a different avatar this time. And enter your name. Let's see, if you're just joining us now, you can go to menti.com and use the code 197122. And when we start the quiz, you'll probably see the quiz questions on your phone or in your browser before I get started. And that's because in YouTube there's a little streaming lag, so you don't have an unfair competitive advantage, but use that time to read the question and answer it. So we have lots of people coming in. And if you haven't done so already, go to menti.com and use the code 197122. Add your nickname to your avatar, and let's get started. Remember to answer fastest and correctly to get the most points. And this is a bit of a test question. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Kind of weird, but okay. Or very painful. Let's start off this quiz with a fun question. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Kind of weird, but okay. Or very painful. As you can see, you have a few more seconds left on the clock to get your answers in. Let's see. Now the voting is closing. Who got this right? Well, it looks like most of you got this right, and that sets the theme off for this quiz. And let's have a look at the leaderboard. Ooh, we have a nice lobster. Let's see. It looks like Yulcab is the fastest so far. Let's see if he can beat Hannah Amelia, the winners of our last quiz. And we have a nice little lobster at the bottom there. And Cool Cats and Kittens is back. So let's move on to the next question. When did Italy become a country? So when did Italy become a country? Was it 872 BC? Was it 1546 or was it 1861? Let's test your Italian history skills. And when did Italy become a unified country? How much do you know about slightly niche European history? Have a few more seconds on the clock, so make sure you get in those answers. I can see I think we're waiting for a few more answers, so just answer. Doesn't matter if you get it wrong, it's better to answer something. Maybe you get it right. Let's see. Very mixed answers, but yes, of course, Italy was founded as a unified country in 1861. Before then, Italy was divided into many different states. I feel like a bit like a weather girl here, but we're not presenting the weather, we're presenting the Italian states. And then in the 1800s, it became a unified country. So, let's move on. What is the main ingredient of passata? I won't do an Italian accent. Often used in Italian cooking. Is it onions? Is it olives? Is it tomatoes? Or is it beef? What is the main ingredient of passata? Think back to the aisles of the supermarkets when you might have seen a can or a box of passata. What is in it? Is it onion, olive, tomato, or beef? The voting is closing now, so make sure you get your answers in. And let's see who got it right. It looks like most people here are Italian cooking aficionados. Yes, the correct answer is tomato. Let's see. Yep, here we have like a nice lovely picture of some passata. So if you thought it was onion or tomato, onion or olives, maybe you can check it out next time you're in the supermarket. Would recommend. So let's have a little leaderboard here. Let's see. Have some interesting names on the board today. But Tiger King was fastest with Me and Me leading the way. We have a few Joe Exotic references today, which is very nice. But let's move on. Which hand symbol shouldn't you do in Italy? Is it a nice like little jazz hand symbol? Is it the rock and roll symbol, I guess you call it? Is it the Star Trek Spock symbol? Or is it a fingers crossed symbol? Which shouldn't you do in Italy? Which will get you in a lot of trouble? Let's see, we have a few seconds on the clock. Everyone get those answers in? Let's see. Time's up. Yes, it looks like a lot of people knew this one. Yes, we shouldn't be doing this sign, which often rock and roll stars do on stage. And here's a nice picture of Berlusconi doing it behind, I think, at least at the time, was Spanish president or prime minister. But talking about Berlusconi, let's move on. Who does or did Berlusconi share the same plastic surgeon with? So you might have noticed Berlusconi is a very youthful looking man. Who did he share a plastic surgeon with? Was it Pamela Anderson? Was it Gaddafi, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Aniston, or George Clooney? Who did he have the same plastic surgeon as? You could probably tell by the way the plastic surgery is done. There's some similarities. But who was it? Was it Pamela Anderson, Gaddafi, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Aniston, or George Clooney? Let's see who got this correct. Yes, it was Gaddafi. And here is Berlusconi and Gaddafi. Yeah, we have a question on what does this mean in Italy. It's kind of just offensive. I think there's a lot of connotations around like Satan and things like that, but I would definitely check it up on Wikipedia before you go to Italy next time, probably. Good idea. So, let's move on to the next question. How many active volcanoes are there in Italy? Is your hobby climbing up volcanoes and looking at them? Then maybe you know the answer to this question. How many active volcanoes are there in Italy? Are there 4, 3, 2, or 1? Let's see, we have a few more seconds on the clock, so get those answers in correctly and fastly. How many active volcanoes are there in Italy? Let's see who got this one correct. Yeah, we have a lot of people got this one right. There are 3 active volcanoes in Italy. So the ones that are continuously active is Mount Etna. And then Stromboli is another one that's continuously active. And Mount Vesuvius, which last erupted, and it was a big one in 1944. I remember that from high school geography. And it's the only active volcano on mainland Europe. So good job in getting those right. Let's move on. What is Strozzapreti? I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but what is it? Is it a type of wooden shoe? Is it a soup? Is it a pasta, or is it an Italian grandmother? It's something Italian, but what is it? Is it a type of wooden shoe, a soup, a pasta, or an Italian grandmother? Let's see what a Strozzapreti is. Italians, if you're watching, you can feel free to correct me in the comments. And I apologize for my terrible pronunciation. But let's see who got this one correct. Let's see. Yeah, it's pasta, of course. It's Italian, it's pasta. Unfortunately not a type of wooden shoe, but the pasta looks like this. It could be a cool shoe as well, I guess. It's this nice twisty pasta. Could be great with a ragu sauce. So, let's have a look at the leaderboard before we move into the last question. Steffi was fasted, bringing him or her up to the top, and then with Margaret in second and Eric in third. Tiger King is lagging far behind. Let's see what they can do in the final, I think, question. So, what do Italians do on New Year's Eve for good luck? Drink a cappuccino at midnight, wear red underwear, sacrifice a goat to the Roman gods, or eat a cake with the Pope's face on it. So what do Italians do on New Year's Eve for good luck? Let's see if you can get this one right. It's the last question of the day. We have a few more seconds to go. So what are Italians doing for good luck on New Year's Eve? Is it drinking cappuccino at midnight, wearing red underwear, sacrificing a goat, or eating cake? Let's see. Nice! We either have a lot of Italians here or a lot of people who have lucky red underwear. Yes, the correct answer is red underwear. And let's look at today's final leaderboard. Let's see who won. Can the Tiger King bring it to the top? Let's see. And it looks like Steffi is the winner with 6,436 points. So awesome job, Steffi, and Margaret and Tiger King, who finished in second and third. So, and was it a coincidence or a conspiracy? Who knows? But super good job. And I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who participated today. It's been really fun, and I hope you've enjoyed your Thursday evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are, quiz. So thank you so much. Everything was built with Mentimeter. So if you want to build your own quizzes like this, you can go to mentimeter.com/signup and use it with friends, family, at work, with colleagues, and try out for yourself. So thank you so much for coming today. It's been so much fun, and I hope to see you again in the future. So subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all the latest updates about upcoming quizzes. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.